Good morning. Get ready with me for school while I talk about Haley Pham's new book. So I'm gonna start by saying that the book was fine. I really do think that it's overhated, and I don't think it's that bad, but it is definitely not my favorite. Now, I did find it boring, I guess, only because there was nothing at stake. There was no one I was rooting for, no big thing we were working towards. And even the romance was boring. And then the romance was just very dull. I mean, they didn't feel in love. The banter was so mid, and the way they flirted, they didn't really feel I couldn't feel tension. They weren't really bantering, and it was just it didn't feel real. Also, one of my biggest pet peeves were the flashback. I heard people talking about them, but I genuinely just thought you're over exaggerating. There's no way in the world that it can be that deep. It's just a couple flashbacks. But the problem is that it's just a couple of them. There's literally 3 in the whole book, and then they're all in the beginning of the book, and they also add nothing to the story. It's she forgot about them. It's flashback back to back to back, and then all of a sudden they just disappear out of nowhere. And also the big thing that should have happened in the flashback, the main character just tells us, he just tells us what happened, and I'm that would have been a great thing to put in the flashback, but she didn't. And then some things felt extremely forced, if that makes sense. The story's wrapped around a lot of grief, but she was trying to make everyone so sad so hard, and it was I didn't feel sad. I was oh dang, she died, that sucks. And even in the emotional moments, I didn't feel emotional or sad or happy. I just okay, that's fine. But all in all, the book was still fine. It wasn't awful, even though everything I just said, but it wasn't awful. I didn't despise reading it, or I didn't love it or anything. So would I read it again? No. And the only reason it's ever gonna think that I'm ever gonna think about it is because it's Haley Pham. Because I'm still gonna watch her videos, because she's still gonna be all over the internet. But besides that, I probably wouldn't think about it if she wasn't low-key kind of famous. Now, I wouldn't go out my way to recommend it, but if one of my friends was hey, I think I'm gonna read this, I'd be yeah, sure, it was fine. It was an okay read. But all in all, I think we need to remember that this is her debut book, and that just because you can read doesn't mean you can always write. But as I said before, the book was fine.